Alright, one sec, let me cue the music. Alright, sup guys? YCB here with some more Summoner's War action. Just kidding, Incisive Ricky here, and we're going to be starting a new series today. And that series is reviewing, basically, all the monsters in the game. And we are going to start with the very first one that shows up, which is the Fire Imp. Because we're not going to count this low elemental crap. Nobody build those, they're pointless. Alright, so, all the imps actually have pretty good base speed, as you can see. Lowest one's right here, 111. That's pretty good base speed though. They're all very squishy though, which is their drawback. Some more squishy than others. So, yeah, we're starting with Kog'Maw here. League of Legends. Spelled differently. Anyways, Kog'Maw. So, let's see. His first skill. Attacks the enemy with a spear. Increases the attack speed for 2 turns if you get a critical hit. Okay, so crit's important with him. Unleashes the accurately aimed deadly thrust. This attack receives a 50% critical rate bonus, which is actually very irrelevant. Main reason because look at this third skill. Attacks the enemy 3 consecutive times and adds continuous damage, weaken defense, and stun to each attack if you get a critical hit. So you want to crit with him like almost every hit, so you're probably going to want to max crit rate if you were to build him. Because not only that, but this increases attack speed if you get a critical hit. So, the 50% critical rate bonus is it's kind of irrelevant in his kit. That being said, the skill still does decent damage. This skill has a very good multiplier as well. So, let me talk about this ability for a second. So, I was unclear about this ability at first. I thought there was 3 different ways this could have gone. The first way, which is thinking, the first hit does continuous damage, the second hit does defense. No, weaken defense, and the third hit does a stun. Or maybe it's like the Desert Queen, where it's kind of like random between all the effects, or maybe it has a chance of applying each effect, all the effects on each attack. I was hoping for the third option, to where you could get 3 dots as well as a weakened defense on the first hit and stun, but no, I should have read clear. Consecutive times, so actually that's kind of irrelevant to it. Yeah, basically the first hit does continuous damage if you crit, second hit does weakened defense if you crit, and the third hit does a stun if you crit, you know. And that's nothing really that special. 1 dot, a weakened defense, and a chance to stun. It's nothing special. He is, in my opinion, I mean, he does really good damage with the third skill. It's a 215% multiplier per each hit, and this is, I forget, I think it's like, it does a good amount of damage. I don't remember the exact multiplier on his second skill. In his first skill, all the Imp's first skills do okay damage. Not too bad. But, you know, the problem with this guy is his job is to be a single target nuker, right? Now let's just weigh into the options of other 2 stars and 3 stars that you can acquire that also do that, but more. Seek. He also does the attack and crit rate buff. Better. And then we got Route. Better option. Collie. Better single target damage option. You know, it's really, like, there's even more than that. But just those 3 alone, I'd say, are better options for Kog'Maw. That being said, he still does do his job. He can still, you know, take something out in a turn. It's just the kit that goes along with it, and the fact that he's so squishy is his drawback. And it's a big enough drawback for me to say that he's honestly not that impressive. But, you know, I'd put him in the average area. If you want to build him, I'd go Violent, Blade, try to maximize the crit rate. Maybe aim a little bit more speed, because he has good base speed. But, yeah. You could also do Fatal or Rage. I personally wouldn't build him, but you know, if you really like Imps for some reason, then he's not necessarily horrible. You might enjoy him if you really like Imps, you know. You can make him work. He's not like certain other Imps that I'd consider just horrible. We'll get to those soon. But yeah, that's Kog'Maw. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the Water Imp Finn. Now, this guy used to be good. Used to be, past tense. I don't know of anybody that's building him nowadays. He's got replacement options. And the problem with this guy is, his base HP is just stupid low. I think after you level 40 awaken him, it's something like 5,000 some odd HP. That's like, he's like in contention probably for lowest base HP. There's probably somebody that has lower base HP, obviously. But it's not enough to work with. There's the main thing people used to use him for is he was a Giants B10. You'd pair a couple of these guys with like the certain other monsters. I think one of the other ones was like the Water Inferno. This is way back. I never seen it in action personally. I never used it personally. I don't think it's that relevant nowadays. Let's just go through his skills though. We've completely been dodging through that. His first skill, same theme. Second skill has a chance to freeze for one turn. It also has a pretty good multiplier. And then his third skill inflicts great damage with multiple stabs and inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns if you get a crit. I don't know how many times this hits though. I think it's 3 or 4, maybe. You guys can probably clarify if you know, but yeah. Just like the other one, you want to maximize his crit rate though, but you'd also want to make him tanky, because the best place you're going to find him would be in dungeons. I don't know if it, oh jeez, we're going to have to hurry up with this video. I don't think it really works anymore. He's so squishy. You need like this most amazing runes just to get him to work, and at that, by the time you have those runes, you're gonna have better options to do these dungeons like Giants B10. I would put him in the food section, honestly. You can toy around with him if you'd like. Some people used to like it. I don't know if anybody does it anymore. I personally wouldn't. I call Finn food. If you want to build him though, Violent Blade, maximize that crit rate, give him good HP subs, otherwise he's just gonna die. Now, let's move on to the next one. This one, I think, is even worse. This guy, like the Water Imp, used to have relevancy way back in the day. When I very first started playing this game, when it was like just almost basically launched, I started a little bit after launch. This guy was, you'd see him everywhere, and this third skill that he has here, let's look at it. Attacks multiple enemies at once with a fierce spinning spear. The way it used to work is you'd hit one guy, really, like, nuke heavy hard, like, I mean, you could one-shot things with it. And then you'd give a little bit extra damage to everybody else in the team. I don't know if it still does supreme damage to the target, or if it's just a regular AoE now, but I know the damage multiplier on it is not impressive enough to make him worth building, in my opinion. I think he's absolute food. I wouldn't even consider him, personally. And then he's got the same second skill as the fire one. Yeah, same first skill. There's no effects coming off of this guy. All he is a nuker, but he doesn't even do his nuking terribly well, which is what turns me off, and he's got super low base HP as well. He's really squishy nuker that doesn't bring a whole lot of power to his kit, and doesn't bring anything else with him in his kit. I'd say food, but if you really want to build him for some reason, you could do Fatal or Rage Blade probably. Now Taru. This is the only imp I would, in some cases recommend someone to build. And that's because of his third skill, Furious Pierce. Launches an attack that penetrates the enemy's guard. This attack receives a 50% critical bonus. Penetrates the enemy's guard. In other words, ignores defense. That's pretty nice. He ignores defense, single target nuker. Alright, second skill. Throws a light bulb and stuns the enemy for 1 turn. Doesn't sound that special, but I think it has like a 500% multiplier. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's not bad, especially for a second skill. So, and then he's still got the same first skill. This guy can do tons of damage. This only has like a 300-something% multiplier, but the fact that it ignores defense makes up for a good deal of that. I'm not going to be building one myself, but you can definitely find some uses out of him if you want to, like, build him for Guild Wars, make him delete select targets in certain situations. He can do that, you know. There's actually remote use to where you can use this guy and use him successfully. Yeah, if you're gonna build him though, let's see. You're gonna want to get the most out of this ability, I'd say. So, you're gonna want a lot of crit damage and a lot of attack. It has a 50% critical rate bonus, so you probably don't need to just go ham with the crit rate. The main goal is that you just kill that one single target before, you know, this guy dies, you know. That's the whole deal with Target. That's what you're going to build him for. You want him to bleed. So, I'd maximize the crit damage and the attack. Give him some crit rate, you know. I'd say try for 70% crit rate, even though it's a 50% critical rate bonus, you know, because you still want the second skill in certain cases to be able to crit in the first skill. I'd say 70%, bring like a crit rate buffer maybe, and he should do solid for you. He doesn't have as low base HP as the Water or the Wind one. He's got more than all the other imps. It's still not that much base HP, believe it or not, but it's workable. He's not just a complete glass cannon like the water one or the wind one, who have like 5,000 something HP and 40 star or level 40 6-star. You know, there's remote use out of him. I wouldn't say he's game changing though. You can find better options. There's Collie. There's plenty of other options, but you know, you'll find uses out of him. I want to say he's more of a toy still than anything. I think all the imps are either toys or useless. But, you know, he can actually outperform certain monsters. He's a pretty impressive one. I like this light imp the most of all the imps. So, yeah. Fatal Rage Blade. Good crit rate, lots of crit damage and lots of attack. Maybe some speed, because he has high base speed, you know. Garok. Useless. Okay, let's take a look. The inflicted damage increases as the target enemy's HP decreases when attacking. So he does more damage if the enemy has lower HP. It's another one of those really situational moves. And his second skill is the same as the fire one, nothing special, and he's got the same first skill. But he's really not doing anything special. He's like even more watered down than the fire one. He's not good really. I wouldn't build him. I can't even see a situation where he would be anything special at all. There's better 2-star monsters, there's better 3-star monsters. A lot of monsters are better than this guy. This guy's pretty food. When I very first started playing this game, this is the first dark monster I ever summoned. I actually even had him at 4-star max level. And awakened. I hated him then. And that was back when I was a noob and didn't know anything about this game. He's just bad. Okay, don't build him. You don't want to build him. You're gonna be disappointed. He doesn't do anything. This guy, if you really want to build him, Fatal or Rage Blade, just get him as much damage as possible, but don't. You really don't want to. What does he get when he's awakening? Oh, you can't check like that anymore. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't build that guy. The one imp I would highlight would be the light one. Maybe the fire one. The fire one might be okay as a toy. Both of them are still just toys. None of the imps are game changing, but you know, I made this review because I'm going to review every monster in the game at some point. And I figure I'd start with the very first one. Monster that not many people know about. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in the next